across the board on your national, political, and economic news. The new jobs report is out. New reports are out from the White House about stimulus, and new push is underway to get the bill to a finality. Meantime, rent assistance is landing in states across the board, and more help is on the way from first, second, and third stimulus. In this video, I go over first, second, and third stimulus and the incredible progress that could see a finality to the third stimulus package by as early as the end of next week. In this video, I'll be going over the breaking details happening just this morning, the details just last night, exclusive details you'll only hear on this channel about what's going on in the third stimulus package. I'll bring clarity to the situation and clear up some false narratives elsewhere. Meantime, I'll be answering some of your over 2,000 questions from yesterday's recording written on the video. If you have questions or comments to today's video, drop them in the comments below. It's a great new morning, and I'm really excited you're here. So if you've not subscribed, please subscribe. Make sure you hit that alert button so you get alert when a new video goes live, and consider becoming a member like Yeridila minutes ago. Thank you, and welcome to the family, Yeridila. Everyone welcome them, Yeridila, to the family. If you want to subscribe to this channel, you would click the subscribe link that's underneath this video and also at the top of the description. And to become a member, also click the join button. Become a Purple Power, Calcino VIP, or Purple Hawk. To get a rent assistance, to get assistance for finding rent in your area, reach out to the volunteers. They are in the description to this video at news.la.com/community. They're better than anyone else out there, better than any other YouTube channel in getting you rent assistance right now. You don't have to tune into anyone else. Just reach out to them, and they're there to help you. Let's get to the breaking details. As you start the new morning, the toast is toasting, the butter is buttering. I'm here, you're here, and I'm really excited for you because the bill will get finalized tomorrow. Why so quickly? House subcommittees have been delegated a specific task to take deal provisions and sections of the bill that concern their subcommittee and get them finalized by the end of tomorrow. This is a fast track like you've never seen a fast track. And so you, the followers of this channel, Purple Power, need to step up today and tomorrow because these are two of the most singularly most important days ever for stimulus of 2021. Why? In this video, I explain what's going to happen in the next 48 hours. 2, I go over the deal provisions and why every viewer who's especially a Purple Hawk, will get a lot of money if you tune into this channel. And I don't just mean a stimulus check. I mean, I'm going to get you a lot of money because there's a lot of provisions in here that you, the members of this channel, will get before other people because you're ready to pounce as a Purple Hawk. You're not sitting back and having that donut. And let's get to the details right now. You have a bill. The bill is $1.9 trillion. It was written by Joe Biden. The bill is currently in the House of Representatives in Congress. For a bill to become a law, it has to pass the House and then the Senate. Lateria, thank you for the super chat. The bill's in the House, but the Speaker of the House, Nancy Pelosi, has fast-tracked it and actually super fast-tracked it. What does that mean? She has given the bill to her subcommittees. Hello, Denisha. Welcome, Denisha, to the family. Everyone welcome Denisha for becoming a new member. That is number 2 with only 4 minutes into this video. Let's keep it rocking and rolling. If you want to become a member like Denisha, click that link. Everyone welcome Denisha to this wonderful family. Nancy's subcommittees have been delegated the duty to go over the language and the numbers of the third stimulus package and make their final determination by tomorrow. And so with that, they only have 24 hours to go. So they're working on things like the stimulus check amount, like the SSI and SSDI, Social Security Railroad Benefits issue, like FPUC. And with that, there's not a lot of room to wiggle, even if you're Dancing Bear. Not a lot of room to wiggle because they got to get this done by Friday. How important is this? It's this important. On Friday, they will call a vote in their subcommittees that the bill is finalized and report back to Nancy saying, hi, we're done. And Nancy will say, thank you. I'm ready to call for vote for the entire bill in the House of Representatives early next week. The bill at that point is done. Done. There is no time or place or mannerism to amend it thereafter in a Democratic-led Congress. The bill is finished. This is great news. One, we're fast-tracked. Two, it's also important news because if you want something to change, now's the time to change it. There is no time to change it after Friday. Friday is a hard deadline in the sand. So after the House of Representatives calls it for a vote, it will be passed. The House is dominated by Democrats. It will then land in the Senate. And what's happening in the Senate? Hey, Judy, thank you for the dancing pear. No room for wiggle room of the dancing pear. Thank you for the dancing pear. I really appreciate it. When it lands in the Senate next week, early next week, Chuck Schumer, majority leader of the Senate, confirms that the bill will be called for a vote and pass. And it's done. It lands on the president's table by the earliest point of the end of next week. And you have a law potentially by the end of next week. Hey, Ozzy, what's going on, Ozzy? Everyone welcome Ozzy to the family. Thank you for becoming a Purple Hawk. If you want to become a Purple Hawk like Ozzy and join this member chat, click that link in the video description. Now, let's go back to where we are today on a Thursday morning. Today on a Thursday morning, they're dealing with the deal provisions of the third stimulus package. And so if you're watching this video, you certainly know, because you tuned into Early Mornings LA today, you tuned into FPUC at 3 a.m., you tuned into EIDL at 1 o'clock, and you tuned into Hazard Pay last night at 10 o'clock at night. Hey, Sonia, welcome. I think that was Sonia. Yes, welcome Sonia to the family. Everyone welcome Sonia to the family. So excited for you to join us. Everyone welcome Sonia. And there is Nemingeldorf. Nemingeldorf. Everyone welcome Nemingeldorf to the family. How are you, Nemingeldorf? We are rocking and rolling this morning. The window to modify stuff closes tomorrow. So what does that mean for you? Time to get those fingers stretched out and ready to move, because you need to be on social media taking this video and sharing and tagging elected officials with the message of what you want put in the package. Who are you tagging? You're tagging House leaders, the progressives, the leader of the progressives. Mary with another dancing pear. Hello, how are you, Mary? Mary Chit Chat. Hello, the chit-chatting dancing pear. What is he doing? Is he, it looks like he's doing push-ups. The pear is doing push-ups. And so what do we need to push about, LLA? And who are we pushing? We're pushing House members. We're tagging elected officials. And I've already done MSC and SS 200. It's SS 200. Don't take out the one on that. New Heart Day. Thank you for already getting up early and starting the Twitter campaign. Here are the details. About 2 weeks ago, this channel nearly exclusively obtained a 30-page summary of what is in the third stimulus package bill. I don't have to guess. I see the language. It's written by Joe Biden. It's not from a third-party source. It's from Joe Biden. So I know what's in the bill, and I know what's not in the bill. Now, he could certainly add stuff after that summary, and he could certainly change stuff after that summary. But as to that summary, certain items were not in there. And what was not in there? Let's go through it. The stimulus check, the new $2,000 stimulus check for 2021, not in there. What they're giving for a stimulus check is $1,400 for individuals, $1,400 for children, $1,400, double that for married couples, and $3,200 for adult dependents. Missing is the $2,000 stimulus check for 2021. So what is this $1,400 stimulus check? It's the stimulus check left over for last year. That stimulus check was promised to be joined with a new $2,000 stimulus check for this year. You were supposed to get $1,400 plus $2,000. You're supposed to get $3,200 plus $2,000. Suddenly they've removed the $2,000. Brenda with the dancing, Brenda beat viewer Tad to the winged lemon. sticker this morning. So Brenda did a tad and gave me a winged lemon. I love that winged lemon. Do lemons have wings? On this channel, they do. Do lemons have wings? They do here. The land of fantasy, Neverland. So that stimulus check amount is not as so promised. Ossoff and Warnock, elected out of Georgia, said they were going to give you a new $2,000 stimulus check this year. Ossoff and Warnock, tag them. Say, where's my $2,000 stimulus check for this year? You're just giving me what was promised under the Trump administration. This ain't bueno. No bueno. So hashtag MSC. Next, hashtag FPUC retro. Joe Biden in December in transition papers said he was going to do $600 a week for FPUC. What's FPUC? It goes on top of your unemployment. It's a boost that goes on top of your unemployment, on top of your UI and PUA with 1,000 people in the room at 10 minutes. Wow, we are rocking and rolling. Thank you. And 300 these. Keep on doing these. There's 1,000, so 700 of you haven't done this yet, so please do this to the video. I never noticed I could see that. So, I mean, if you're tweeting, that's fine. If the fingers are being used up because you're tweeting it while watching me, that's fine. But if you're not tweeting yet, then hey, Elaine, with the dancing pom pom, it's not a lemon because it's green. Maybe it's a dancing lime. It's a cheerleader lime. I really appreciate it. So, just love you, Elaine. I love you back, Sandy. So the FPUC was written and promised at $600 a week. Why are we at $400 a week? And let me make something clear about this ridiculous $400 a week, because it is ridiculous. No Republican is saying, I'm not doing $600 a week, Joe. You got to do $400 a week or I'm not going to sign it, Joe. No Republican's saying that. I don't know why Joe came up with $400 a week. It's like a typo or something. It literally feels like a typo. So that's the first thing for FPUC. Second, the retroness. It doesn't make sense. We're supposed to just forgive 20 weeks of FPUC from July to December and, give us some of the weeks. Maybe you don't want to give us 20 of the weeks, but give us some of the weeks because you promised some of the weeks. And we held up for negotiations as your supporters potentially throughout 2020 with the presumption that we were going to get what you were not agreeing to. We were offered $400 a week in July, and the Democrats turned it down. Nancy Pelosi turned it down. So you would have got to 20 weeks of $400 a week. Why are we suddenly not having exactly what Nancy Pelosi turned down? To get the exact same number. It doesn't make sense. So hashtag FPUC retro. The third big campaign is hashtag SS200 all together. Hashtag SS200. Last night I was a little bit tough, but it was tough love. It was tough love. One viewer in the chat last night said, so when am I getting that $2,400 check for SSI? I'm like, oh, you must be watching someone else's fake channel. You must be watching one of those fake YouTube channels. And 99% of the YouTube channels are just not being honest lately. It's really quite bad. There's me and maybe maybe two other channels being honest, and the rest are just absolutely running their mouths with lies lately. And I've seen their titles. They say that you're getting a $2,400 SSI check. No, you're not. I have the summary for the stimulus bill, and SSI, SSDI, Social Security and Railroad benefits is not in there. It's not in there. Now, maybe Joe left it out of the summary. Let's hope to God that was an editing error, that Joe left it out of the summary. But I'm going to presume it's really not in there, that he did not just accidentally leave it out. Why? Because he wrote extensively about it during the transition. SSI and SSDI, Social Security, Railroad benefits, and Veterans benefits. He wrote $200 a month on top of existing benefits to December as stimulus relief for the pandemic. You were told this by Joe, and this is important to understand that this was a promise. He was elected upon the promise, and after elected, he said he was going to do it. But it's nowhere to be mentioned in the stimulus package. So I, as your host, have two purposes in this recording. One, if I've not made it clear over the last 2 weeks, I'm making it really clear right now. It is not in the bill as we so far currently know. It is not in the bill. Repeat, it's not in the bill. Two, because we don't see it in the bill, you need to be on social media right now to push to get it in the bill. This is the next 48 hours is the window of opportunity. So don't come around next Tuesday and say, hi, when am I getting $2,400? This is happening right now. Not in the bill. You need to get in the bill. This is the window of opportunity the next 48 hours. After Friday, the door is shut. And that is why it's so important. So hashtag SS200. Now at the 15-minute mark, let me give you the big update where we are across the board. I'm so excited for you. I see some wonderful, wonderful messages in this room. The solidarity is absolutely incredible, and I'm really excited for the new day. This is Mornings LA, direct from Los Angeles. It's warm. It's warming up here. I am safe. I've got a lot of messages asking if I was safe, because I guess there's some national news reports about mudslides. I am not near mudslides. I may get a mud mask, but I'm not near mudslides. So I am and I am safe and good as your faithful leader. So thank you for your nice messages. This is Mornings LA. The toast is toasting, the butter is buttering. I'm here, you're here, and the fast tracking of your third stimulus package is fast tracking that in a way that no one could ever imagine. The finality of the language and the numbers and the provisions of the bill will become a reality by the end of tomorrow. House subcommittees are working on the language and the numbers and finalizing it by the end of tomorrow. Their order is to get it done by the end of tomorrow. Then the bill is going to be called for a vote. Once they're done, there's no changing the language. It ain't going to get changed. All that remains after that is just putting it for votes, putting it for a vote in the House. They're putting it for a vote in the Senate the end of next week, and then we could have a bill to sign on the President of the United States table potentially by the end of next week. This is incredible, great news. If you've not subscribed, please subscribe, because I go into incredible detail, incredible insight. I know every single quote that is hitting by the hour on this bill. I know the provisions of the bill. I am not a spectator. I am really on the ground running, at ground zero on this, and helping you get at ground zero so you know exactly who, what, where, and how everything is happening. We are not 5 steps behind, and that is why this is so important. If you've not subscribed, please subscribe. 375,000 subscribers. We're trying to get to 380. Let's add about another 5,000 by next Monday. Let's try to add about another 5,000 by next Monday. Let's rock and roll. Understand, I'm here to help everyone. Hey, Tarsha, with the... What is he doing? It's a hippopotamus on a scooter. It's a hippopotamus on a scooter. I'll be answering some of your 2,000 questions in today's video shortly. 2,000 of you left. Hey, Rita with the dancing pair. Hey, Rita with the dancing pair. You left about 2,000 questions in yesterday's video, and I will be getting to them shortly, whether you're a member or non-member. If you need assistance with rent, if you need assistance with utilities, if you need assistance with anything like that, and Jean with the lemon giving me a kiss. Love you back, Jean. Thank you. Jean is one of my original viewers. I love it, Jean. Thank you so much. Reach out to the volunteers. They're in the pinned comment to this video. If you need help with rent, news.la.com/community. Let's get now to the remaining items in the third stimulus package that I think need revising. The business grants and the business loans we know nothing about. The hazard pay and public sector and private sector we know nothing about. And that is deeply concerning. I would hope that the business grants, if you are a business grant person or business loan person, this is your messaging you need for social media when tagging these elected officials. You want to ensure that the business grants are big enough. These measly $1,000 grants don't do anyone anything. We all know that. So if you had a really good, prosperous 2019 or 2018, you should be entitled to a very nice business grant. You should be entitled to $5,000, $10,000, $15,000 of a business grant. You pay taxes on it and you did a good year. Mr. Lamont, hey everyone, welcome Mr. Lamont to the family. If you want to become a Purple Hawk like Mr. Lamont, click the link in the description and also at the top of the chat. Purple Hawk, Purple Power, or Calcino VIP. So business grants should be very robust. One, they should not be dependent upon, they should not cancel you out if you got an EIDL or PPP. Um, then we turn to business loans. The business loan should not block you if you have a bad credit score. This should not be SBA 2020 all over again. Jerry with the dancing pear and Tad with the lemon and the wings. This time he has a cape. This time the lemon is like a super lemon, Superman lemon. He has a cape like he's about to fly off. Uh, So you want to ensure that these business loans don't cancel you out because you don't have good credit. PPP does not require credit. PPP does not require collateralization. Uh, then let's turn to Hazard Pay. Hazard Pay is the new hit show every night here at 10 o'clock Pacific Standard Time. Rita with another lemon. I appreciate that, Rita. Oh my goodness, I'm loving it. Thank you, Rita. Thank you, Jed, for the super chat as well. I really appreciate it. LA, should we file taxes after the bill becomes law then? Well, your tax, if I recall, remember, I'm not a tax preparer. Ultimately, you should consult with your tax preparer when seeking tax advice. This is not a tax show. There's my disclaimer. My understanding is your tax return can't be filed before February 12th. So you have time. They're going to get this done in the next few days. The end of next week is not February 12th. So we're ahead of February 12th. So I think you're okay. You can just wait. And I think you're supposed to wait. I don't think you're supposed to file before February 12th. So that's my recollection of this either at the moment. Finally, Hazard Pay. Hazard Pay should include a lot of you, and I don't know anything of what Joe is doing with Hazard Pay because he hasn't told us. So this is where we need to go. We need to ensure that Hazard Pay is helpful. How do I get a volunteer? Says Jed. Jed, go into the description to this video, the description, open it up, and you will see it says community page, news.la.com/community. You reach out to them there. Angelica, everyone welcome Angelica to the family. How are you, Angelica? Welcome to the family. I'm so excited you're joining us. Let me turn to some breaking news minutes ago. So earlier today, White House Communications Director Kate Bedingfield responded to queries. And the issue at hand was some Republican senator said, I think we should do piecemeal stimulus. We should do a separate stimulus bill for everything. I think this is hysterical. I mean, I think this is hysterical. First of all, we talked about this in 2020 1,000 times. No one wanted to do it in 2020. And now the Republicans are back with that same narrative again. And needless to say, it was shot down. We are not doing piecemeal stimulus. The needs of the American people are urgent, from putting food on the table to getting vaccines out the door to reopen schools. They aren't partisan issues, said Press Secretary Jen Psaki in a tweet today. We are engaging with a range of voices. That democracy in action. We aren't looking to split a package into two. And then Bedingfield said, despite what you may have read this morning, we aren't planning to split the rescue pan in two. We believe the American people need to do all the help it needs now. And then Brian Deese, the head of the National Economic Council, says the needs of American people aren't partial. We can't do this piecemeal. If that sounds familiar, you know why it sounds familiar. It's one of my people who I'm not a fan of, Joe Manchin. It sounds very Joe Manchin-esque. Everyone keeps on reminding me he's a Democrat. Every time he talks like he just doesn't have a brain cell. Joe Manchin in fall of 2020 didn't want to give you a stimulus check. He didn't want to give you anything. He said, let's split things up into 5 bills and 4 bills and 3 bills. And I don't know what Joe Manchin's thing is. I don't know if he wants to run for higher office or something, but he's always out there. He's just always out there on his own planet, and no one ever agrees to what he says. And he gets a lot of press for his crazy opinions. Needless to say, that opinion's gone. No one's doing that, Joe, so zip it. Let me answer some of your 2,000 questions from yesterday's video. Rocky Biggs. Don't cheat the American people of what they're owed. Keep your promise or suffer the wrath of the people. Yes, the wrath of the people. Us wrath. I'm ready with my wrath. Are you ready with your wrath? Rocky and us and you and I are ready with our wrath if you cheat us. So don't cheat us, elected officials. We're ready with our wrath. Is it a rap or a wrath? I think it's a wrath. Guillermo Galopin. Let's see if this happens. They're always saying things that does not happen. Patricia Countryman. If Nancy fast-tracked it, she's pushing hard where something she's added won't be caught by the public. She can't be trusted. Oh, I love that. Jaradia with the dancing bear. Thank you, Jaradia, with the dancing bear. My goodness. So, Patricia thinks Nancy's fast tracking it because there's something bad in there. She doesn't want you to catch that there's something bad in there. And she would go slow if it was really good. That's sort of interesting. It would go slow if it's good, but it's fast track, so you can't see that's bad. Okay. Everyone has a really good opinion. Bonnie Bell or Bon Bell, $1,800 over the last 10 months. This is not enough. No, it's actually $3,200 over the last 18 months. $2,000 monthly survival check. We've waited too long. Social Security and a $200 boost. They're usually forgotten. Most Social Security is below poverty level. Well said. Matthew Neville. Still no word about SSI people. $200. He said that what he was going to do. Well said. Amen, Matthew. William Beasley. I only have a simple statement. This country will only, with the divine grace of God, continue to go forward. Well, hopefully God gets the bill to the Senate as well. Javina Twin number 2. That's the screen name. Javina Twin number 2. Does Javina Twin number 1 my viewer as well? I hope Javina Twin number 1, if you're not watching me, you need to come over to this channel because Javina Twin number 2 is watching me. Brandon what is Brandon doing? With the yellow hair. Well, thank you, Brandon, for the super chat with the yellow hair. Javina Twin number 1, come on into the family. I don't know where you are, Javina Twin number 1, but Javina Twin number 2, we need to sign a petition to get this done for the American people. Okay, yes. Yolanda Small. They don't know how to keep a promise, but they're just words. Actions speak louder, and they're not the ones suffering. We, the people, are. Ooh, I love that. Yolanda, great comment. Randy Ayers, who is on SSI, needs that $200, and that's $2,000. Now, actually, it's $2,400, but thank you, Randy, for the comment. Andy Schaefer. So what about Social Security? Did he just drop it too? Yeah, he just dropped it too. Rose Kester. I sure wish they would hurry because I'm about to lose everything else I got. Utilities are going to get shut off right now. So Rose Kester, if you're watching right now, the volunteers can help get you utility assistance right now. There's even volunteers in this video chat. So if someone hears Rose Kester come with a message, make sure you pay attention to her. Rose Kester, in the pinned comment to this video, the volunteers can help you with utilities. Reach out to the volunteers at news.la.com/community. Sandra H. Stimulus has more drama attached to it than the Kardashians. Maybe Kris Jenner should tune in. Maybe Kris Jenner should tune in and get some storylines from my channel. Stimulus has more drama attached to it than the Kardashians. Yes, yes. Kanye's walking out on Nancy tonight at 12 o'clock. Okay. Alan Mantle. Fast might sound good, but it's not going to have the things that all of us need in here that are needing. Pages and pages with billions of dollars going to foreign countries once again. Tell me how many pages are in this new stimulus package. About 6,000. Hey, Dan, welcome to the family. Everyone welcome Dan to the family. Which leads me to my next question. How many people can read thousands of pages in an hour? Oh, that's a great comment. That's what AOC said in 2020, that they just sort of shove a bill in your face and say, go read it. They're not doing it this time, but they used to do that last year. This is what all of us should be worried about. None of the smack in the face $600 stimulus check. I love that. Well, thank you, Dan. At the 29-minute mark, let me give you the big update with 1,700 of you in the room and 730 of you doing this. If you haven't done this and give a thumbs up to the video, please do it. There's close to 1,700 in the room and 1,000 of you haven't hit that button yet. Also, if you've not subscribed and you're watching this video, you gotta become a member. Click the member link. Purple Hawk, Purple Power, Calcino VIP. Um, I posted the latest PDFs, which were unchanged this morning, right before this video. So go download them as a member. And if you need assistance with rent or utilities, certainly reach out to the volunteers. If you need, and if you want if you have questions or comments in today's video, drop them in today's video, whether you're a member or non-member, whether you're a Kardashian viewer or not a Kardashian viewer, and I may answer them in tomorrow's recording. Meantime, at the 30-minute mark, let me give you the big update. The big update is that Biden's press secretary and communications directors all confirmed there will be no splitting up the bill. The bill will not go in two parts. Moreover, on early mornings LA, if you did not watch that video, I explained that they're going to do two paths simultaneous. They're going to do a plan A and a plan B. Plan A is what I've been talking about in this video. Plan B is a backup plan. It doesn't really work. Why? Because it's called a reconciliation plan. The reconciliation plan will be called for a vote as well, but the reconciliation plan can't put all the 22 stimulus items in there. It can only put in a stimulus check, and that's about it. The third stimulus package has a lot of stuff in there, and at the 30-minute mark, let me give you the big update. It has a $1,400 stimulus check for individuals, $1,400 for children, $3,200 for adult dependents, not taken out for child support, not taken out for debt collections, not taken out for back taxes. FPUC going forward, not retroactive at $400 a week. This is what's in the bill currently. This is why you have to tweet, and get these things changed. PUA going forward to September 2021. There's rent aid for low income, middle class, and homeless. There's utilities aid. There's free internet, free childcare. There's a business grant and a business loan. There's paid sick leave up to $1,400 a week. Hey, Candy, everyone welcome Candy to the family. Welcome Candy to become a member of this family. How are you? Hazard pay, public sector, hazard pay, private sector. There's a modification of the existing law on child tax credit. The existing law you can go find on irs.gov. There's a modification of the existing law on the earned income tax credit, and there's a modification of the existing law on the child care tax credit as well. You can look those all up on irs.gov to see what they are currently. If you have questions or comments in today's video, drop them in the comments below. I might feature them in tomorrow's recording. If you've not subscribed, please subscribe. We're at 375,000 subscribers. We're trying to add another 5,000 by next Monday. Let's get it rocking and rolling. Make sure you subscribe to this channel. This is the best channel out there. There are so many darn liars on these other YouTube channels this week. They are really just lying their heads off to tell you what you want to hear, and what they're telling you is just bull-faced lies. That checks are in the mail, that you're getting $4,500 stimulus checks, $3,600 stimulus checks, multiple stimulus checks. They're doing this, they're doing that, and it's really just not bueno. It's no bueno. So make sure you subscribe here, like this video, and don't miss my next video, which will be at 12 noon on Home LLA. I will be back with you then. And if you need assistance with rent or anything like that, reach out to the volunteers there in the pinned comment. Stay informed, stay focused, keep it smiling, keep it positive, and have a great morning, and save LA for more.